Hi guys, it's me Samantha from CosmeticCandiesFYI.com and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a very long awaited video. As you guys can tell by the title, I will be talking about the Coastal Scents Forever Blushes. Now these are fairly new. They released sometime late October of last year and I had my eye on them, couldn't decide what colors to choose. So I was just waiting for them to go on sale. They finally went on sale for Black Friday last year and I picked the entire set up, and it's a set of 18. So I've had these for quite some time now, probably about 4 or 5 months. So I figured that is more than enough time to do a review and to give you guys swatches and my full on opinion of these blushes. Alright, so first things first is packaging. This is what they come packaged like. Very, very cute packaging. It's a bright, fun box and it has the company name and the product name on the front. Now here's the back of the box. What you get in the back is just the shade name, a color swatch as you can see, and the list of ingredients. Here is what the actual blush compact looks like. It's a very thick matte black plastic casing. You have your half moon mirror in there so you can see what the product looks like without opening the compact, which I think is a good idea. The back of the compact contains the name and the ingredients as well. Now inside the compact here you get the blush, of course, in the pan, and then down here you also get a half moon mirror for you to apply. Now there is no applicator or brush that comes with this, which I don't mind because I don't even use those when they do come in compacts, so I don't really care. Now as far as the packaging is concerned, I'm not a huge fan of the packaging because given the fact that there is no room for a sponge or any type of brush applicator, I think that this packaging is a little bit too bulky and it's just, I don't know, it's hard to store. I bought these for my pro kit and they're just pretty hard to store. I plan on depotting them, but I will talk about that in a second as to why they're not depotted. But storing them like this is a bit of a hassle because they're pretty thick. As you can see, each layer of the blush, the top layer, is embossed with this like tribal like design. Very pretty. The term "a little goes a long way" may be a little overused now, but it definitely applies to these blushes. You barely want to tap your brush into the product to get some product up and put it on your cheeks because it is a lot of pigmentation going on in these blushes. I would suggest, if you're not very skilled at picking up a minimal amount of product, I would suggest using something like a duo fiber brush, a stippling brush, to pick up the products, because that way you are guaranteed to get a nice wash of color and it's not going to be too heavy. They are very blendable and easy to apply. They melt right into the skin. It doesn't take a lot of effort to really blend the edges of this out to get a smooth application. I have blush on today. I don't know if you can see because of my glasses, but right in this area I have one of the blushes on. I'll talk about that in a minute, but it's just so smooth and it looks like it's really coming from within. It doesn't look like it's sitting on top of your skin. It actually looks like I am blushing, and it's just a beautiful wash of color. You can get a very light wash like what I have on, or a very intense wash of color. So I really do like the blendability and the pigmentation with these blushes. I also find that they're very long lasting. I've worn several of these blushes on many occasions and they have lasted from the time I put them on to the time that I am ready to go and take my makeup off. I don't see any patchiness. It doesn't come off when I touch it. It just feels really good on the skin. It looks good on the skin. So I think that these blushes are great in terms of their formula. One thing I do want to point out with these blushes is that they're very soft and they can easily crumble and break. Now previously when I said I was going to depot these, I have not depotted them for that exact reason. I tried to pry one of the pans out and it started to crumble around the edge, and here it is right here. And then you can also see I've been using the heck out of this one. I really love the color, and you can see that it starts to crumble I don't know if you see that crumbly effect there. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but there are 18 shades in total, and I think that they included a very wide variety of shades. There's not going to be anyone who can't find a shade that complements their skin tone. You also are getting a pretty decent selection when it comes to finishes. There are 9 matte finishes, 6 satin finishes, and 3 shimmer finishes. I am going to swatch for you a few of the colors just so that you guys can see what the pigmentation looks like, but I'm going to show you really quick a few of my personal favorites. If you want to see my entire list of my favorites from this collection, I will have that linked into my blog, so I will leave the link to my blog in the description box below. You can check out my blog post on these and you'll find a in-depth review, swatches of all 18 shades, and a list of my top picks, as well as a list of colors that I think are deeper skin tone friendly and women of color friendly. First one is Poetic. This one is one that I have been addicted to since purchasing these blushes. It's just a really pretty soft peachy pink color. This next one is Delicate. I got up a little closer with this one so that you can see the beautiful shimmers that is in this blush. This reminds me a lot of NARS Orgasm without all of the glitter. It's more fine, more softer with less glitter. It's more on the shimmery side, and this is a satin finish as well. Here's another satin finish. This is the shade Lovely. It is absolutely gorgeous. This one is kind of like a orangey coral shade. Here is the only shimmer finish that I actually really like in this collection. This is the shade Dashing, and it is a true warm golden peach color. It's so beautiful. True shimmer color. It comes off very shiny. You could even double this up as a highlight for deeper skin tones or an eyeshadow for all skin tones. And this reminds me a lot of MAC's Margin blush. I'm going to swatch 2 of my favorites, which are Dashing and Lovely, and then I'm also going to swatch the color Passionate, Radiant, and Enchanting. Here are the swatches of those shades. As you can see, they swatch so beautifully, like absolutely gorgeous. And these are actually all with one swipe, you guys. So that's how pigmented these are. This shade is Enchanting. It's a beautiful kind of bubblegummy pink with a little bit of a lavender to it. This one is Radiant, very, very comparable to NARS's Exhibit A. So it's like a reddish orange, blood orange blush. This one right here is Passionate. I definitely think that these 2 are great choices for women of color. All of these down here are great choices for women of color or deeper skin tones. Absolutely love that. Again, this shade is Passionate if I did not say it before. This shade is one of my favorites, Lovely, which is that beautiful corally orange. And then Dashing, which is just that lovely peachy gold color. And overall, I really enjoy these blushes. I think they've been a great addition to my pro kit. They are affordable, they are pigmented, they are long lasting, and they apply easily. I'm a little bummed that I cannot depot these and make them a little bit more streamlined for my kit. Probably pop them in a Z palette or one of those Makeup Forever palettes. I'm a little upset that I can't do that. But I do find myself reaching for these a lot more than my high-end blushes. So that says a lot. And I mean, the swatches speak for themselves, you guys. Like, seriously. Absolutely amazing. If you have any other questions, leave a comment in that comment section. I'll be sure to get back to that as quickly as I can. Links to everything will be down in the description box as always. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Mwah. Bye. I'm going to be talking about the new Kat Von D Everlasting Love liquid lipsticks. These are $19. They retail for $19. Let me check my tab